A couple of months ago, a company called DJI came out with a brand new drone, and right now it's one of the hottest ones out there for good reason. My name is Mark with Tech Talk America, and today I'm going to give you my review of the brand new DJI Mavic Pro. Coming up next on TechTalkAmerica.com. You're going to like this. This one's pretty cool. Tons of new drones hit the market every single year, and very few of them are anything to get really excited about. But when the Mavic Pro was announced, a lot of people got really pretty excited because it packs a lot of higher-end features into a physical size that we've rarely, if ever, seen before. Today I'm going to give you an overview of the aircraft and highlight some of my favorite features to help you see if the Mavic Pro is a good choice for your next drone or for your first drone. The Mavic is less than 8 inches long and 3¼ inches wide, and also 3¼ inches tall when it's all folded up. But then when the 4 arms, or legs, unfold, it's just over 13 inches diagonally from arm to arm. Here's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper for a size comparison, and it weighs in at just over 1.5 pounds with the props on and the battery in. The specs on the Mavic are really honestly pretty impressive. It can fly up to 40 miles an hour, fly for up to 27 minutes, and has a range of up to 4 miles. And of course it shoots in video in up to 4K and still photos in both JPEG and RAW formats, and at 4000 by 3000 pixels. The propellers are a really cool design because you don't really ever have to mess with them. When the Mavic is folded up, they fold up with it, and when you fire it up, gravity automatically opens them. If you ever want to remove them or replace them, they come off with a simple push and twist. I really love the way the controller is made. It looks and it feels a lot like a gaming controller, and it's really comfortable to hold. The sticks feel quite natural and they're very responsive. You can use your iPhone or your Android phone to connect to the controller using the included cables. If you have a slim case on your phone, you can leave it on, but thicker cases will have to be removed to allow your phone to fit. All you do is open up the 2 bottom arms, plug the cable into your phone, and squeeze the 2 arms together, allowing your phone to fit snugly into the slots in the arms. It took me a little bit of practice, but now I can connect my phone in just a few seconds. At the top left of the controller is a return to home button. Next to the left stick is a pause button that you can press when you are in certain modes to have the drone stop and hover where it is. At the bottom right of the controller screen is a 5-direction button that you can customize to do things like zoom in or out on the camera, change to the map view, and more. Then there are 2 shoulder buttons, with the left one being used to start or stop recording, and the right one to take a photo. Below each of these are dials that allow you to move the gimbal up and down and to control the exposure settings of the camera. Finally, lower down on the backside are 2 buttons called C1 and C2. These can be customized to do all kinds of things like center autofocus, playback video, and more. From the app, you can access the 12 different flight modes that the Mavic has available, including my current favorites: Active Track, Tripod, and Point of Interest. Active Track allows you to tap on a person or a vehicle on the screen, and then the Mavic will try to follow it and keep it in the shot while moving. It can even rotate that person or thing while it's actively tracking. I found that it does a fairly good job on slower moving items, but it can tend to lose tracking if it's fairly close or if that thing moves too fast. Having said that, it's really fun to use if you've got an open area and the right subject. Tripod mode is excellent whenever you're trying to keep the drone really steady and you need very slow movements. While it's in tripod mode, all movements are extremely slow, and it really does look like the camera is just sitting there on a tripod. It's pretty impressive, and I really like using it. Point of Interest mode allows you to fly directly above something like a statue, a building, or a person, and then you mark that point as the point of interest, and then move away from it a certain distance and tell it to go. Once activated, the Mavic will automatically circle that item, keeping it in the shot at whatever speed you choose. While it's orbiting, you can change the speed or direction and control the gimbal angle as well. It's a really great feature that I think a lot of you would really like. I'll try to come back later to demonstrate the other modes and share my experiences with them as well. Let's take a quick tour around the outside of the Mavic. The front has a pair of LEDs on the end of each arm and a pair of obstacle avoidance sensors in the middle nose area. Of course, below that we have the camera and the gimbal. And then on one side we have a USB out, and on the other side we have the SD card slot and a Wi-Fi or controller toggle switch. On the top we have the battery that pops in and out by squeezing the buttons on either side. And then on the bottom we have 4 more sensors that help the Mavic avoid obstacles and also to locate its takeoff location for a more accurate return to home. Man, there's just so much more that I want to tell you about the Mavic Pro, but I want to keep this video short, so let me give you a couple of closing thoughts. Number one, learning to fly the Mavic was just super easy. I have handed this controller to a number of my friends who have never flown a drone in their lives, and within just a couple of minutes they were saying, wow, this is really easy. And it is. The return to home feature, I love that feature. I use it all the time. It's pretty impressive. That guy has a camera that it takes a picture of the ground when it takes off, and it combines that with GPS to try to find that location again when you hit that button. And I found that for me, almost every time it lands within a foot or less of where I took off. And I love that feature as well. I live in Oklahoma and it's always windy here. And I find that it hovers like a champ and it handles even the 15, 16, 17 mile an hour winds pretty well. But of course, I prefer to fly in like 10 miles an hour or less, but it's Oklahoma, so 10 miles an hour or less, that's pretty much a calm day here. But it performs really pretty well in wind as well. Here's my bottom line for the Mavic. The price is $1,000. And there are a lot of other drones out there in that price range. And there are a couple of ones out there that I think are really worth that. However, for me, what sets this one apart is the size and the portability. Because even though there are some other ones in this price range that shoot 4K, for example, and have GPS and all that kind of thing, the fact that I can fold this up and put it in a small camera bag and have it and a couple extra batteries and the controller and everything with me all the time, that makes this a winner for me. So if you're a person that likes to be outside and likes to, or maybe likes to just take some photography without any planning at the spur of the moment, this probably would be a really good fit for you. Now, if you have one or if you're going to buy one soon, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below because I'd love to learn more from you and maybe help any of you if I possibly can. I'm not an expert yet, but I have learned a few things and I don't mind passing those on as well. Also, one more thing, make sure that you watch the description below because I'll update it when I can. And also over on techtalkamerica.com, I'm going to add some more links to maybe some other YouTubers out there who really have dug deep into how to set the photography settings or the video settings in this thing. And I really want everyone to get the most that they can out of it. So I don't mind sharing smart people when there's some out there to be had. So just check the description and check our website for more updates as we go along. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and visit our website at techtalkamerica.com. Until next time, class dismissed.
Hey!